65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down. Strong. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on third down. Strong. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. That's a 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Strong. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Strong. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Strong. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Strong. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Miles Sanders, third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into pop.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off play action. Strong. And Sanders has got it complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Strong. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
Take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Simon, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Strong escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the play.
On 1st down, Strong. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down inside the 30. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Looking to throw. Strong. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw. Strong toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw on second down. Strong. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Matt Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's out right at the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. Able to power through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
We got 4. We got 4. 50's the line. BC. Squeeze down the middle. Max 50, max 50, max 50. Let's go. You tight.
Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st down, Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Strong. And it's caught.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Broken tackle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Strong. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hell, you won! Come on. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike, 50. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 37 yards. And the Eagles might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
42, Lions 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it are not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun on third down. Strong. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Romeo Okwara drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Strong. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Check, 59.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A quick hitter complete. It's Smith. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
It's a gain of 7.
Off play action, here's Goff.
The 17-yard line.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 45. Word out. He's tired of me.
Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
To throw is Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.